So it's official. Tom Brady has officially retired. Yeah, after the last video, you're probably really confused because they were saying, oh, Tom Brady didn't, Tom Brady did. Well, it was made official today. And of course, excuse the lighting. It's the middle of the night. Hopefully it's good, but I'm doing the best I can. Either way, before I get into this Tom Brady official retirement video, let's make sure that you like, subscribe, turn the notification bell. You guys help me out a little bit. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, of course, covering Tom Brady's greatness, I'm going to start off with a couple of very interesting rankings of all time. Tom Brady is ranked first all time in all of the following: pass yards, pass touchdown, wins percentage, total EPA, total WPA, Pro Bowls, Super Bowl appearances, Super Bowl wins, Super Bowl MVPs, conference championship appearances, playoff yards, touchdowns, EPA, and playoff wins. Yeah, Tom Brady is pretty ridiculous, in case you couldn't tell. I definitely feel like Tom Brady is the GOAT. I don't know about anybody here. I feel like that a lot of people can make a lot of debates for a lot of different players. But personally, as of right now, we're going to call Tom Brady the GOAT. The guy is the best player of all time. 7 Super Bowls, which is more than any other franchise. Yes, franchise in the NFL. Go ahead and believe that. He led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a franchise that was pretty much in poverty before he got there, to a Super Bowl in his first year there. And Tom Brady also has equal the amount of playoff wins with the Dallas Cowboys. Tom Brady has been in the league since 2001, and the Dallas Cowboys went into existence in 1960. So yeah, go ahead and think of that. That's pretty ridiculous. Tom Brady also has more passing touchdowns in his 40s than he does in his 20s. Tom Brady literally aged like a wine. He literally aged perfectly, and it's really crazy to see somebody as successful as Tom Brady at this late of an age. Of course, we've seen a lot of kickers be successful. We've seen players like Adam Vinatieri. We've seen players in other sports, baseball, soccer, hockey, whatever you want to call it, be pretty successful. However, this is another level of success. Tom Brady is not only the GOAT because he had a great long career, he's also the GOAT because he got better as his career went along. This year, the year he retired, was probably, in my opinion, one of his best seasons as a player. He was absolutely incredible. The guy had 40 plus touchdowns, led the league with 5,300 plus passing yards. I mean, come on now. Tom Brady is an absolute GOAT, and this whole video is going to be about really bringing his greatness to another level. Now, of course, going into the retirement itself, do I think Tom Brady should have retired? And would I have retired if I was in his position? Personally, probably, looking just from a play standpoint, probably not. I mean, you're at the top of your game. You had a chance to go on to possibly the Super Bowl if you completed that comeback against the LA Rams. I wouldn't have retired. However, looking from a outside of football, extracurricular standpoint, if you will, looking at Tom Brady's family, looking at what he's been through, looking at the fact that his wife has publicly came out on the internet and said he doesn't like his, her husband getting hit, her husband being Tom Brady getting hit. Seeing that, Tom Brady having the children, all of that, I can definitely understand his decision to retire. However, when looking from a play standpoint, it really looks like Tom Brady could play for another 5 years and still be the best, if not one of the best quarterbacks in the entirety of the league. And that's just personally how I feel about it. Now, of course, who's going to be the next guy to step up? That's a whole other question. Now, personally, I think that next guy is Patrick Mahomes. I feel like Patrick Mahomes is going to be our next GOAT-level quarterback, if you will. Of course, he did lose to the Cincinnati Bengals just a couple of days ago as of the record of this video. However, Tom Brady, what I admire about him is greatness, and he's really changed the game. And I feel like Pat Mahomes, with his huge contract, with his huge arm, with his ability to be mobile, while at the same time be a super disciplined, accurate, and strong arm quarterback, I think he's going to change the game. Probably be just as impactful as Tom Brady was and as Tom Brady is today. I really think Patrick Mahomes is going to be that next guy as far as the next GOAT conversation goes. Now, of course, going into an entire other conversation, what's going to happen to the Buccaneers? Now, of course, we don't know what's going to happen to the Buccaneers. They do have Kyle Trask, a quarterback who admittedly I really like coming out of college. So I think the Buccaneers ultimately will be okay. They obviously won't be as good as they were with Tom Brady. However, ultimately, I feel like they can definitely deal with it. I feel like they can definitely try and fit Kyle Trask into a system. Of course, he played a year under Tom Brady, so he knows a little bit of something, if you know what I'm saying. And of course, he's also a pretty accurate quarterback coming out of college. I think having Tom Brady over him, being able to learn from Tom Brady, I think that would definitely help Kyle Trask, considering the fact that he may just be the starting quarterback next year for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Now, of course, going into Tom Brady, possible things he can do for his retirement, I do think there's a chance that he goes into a Patriots uniform, maybe signs the one-day contract sort of thing and retires as a Patriot. Of course, going outside of his venues, of course, Tom Brady owns a lot of businesses, says he wants to own a lot of things, has the kids, the wife, all of that. So Tom Brady, ultimately outside of retirement, I do believe he is still going to have an impact on the game. I still believe he's going to be one of the better and more impactful figures outside of football. However, when going into inside of football, we just have to appreciate Tom Brady. He's had some crazy stats, and all of them will be on the screen. This guy has more regular season wins, more postseason wins, more Super Bowl wins than any other player in NFL history. He is straight up the GOAT. That's all I have to say. He's the GOAT. He has won 193 more games. 193 more games than he's lost. He's won more games than he's lost than the next quarterback has in total career wins. Tom Brady has 278 career wins. The next guy on that list is Drew Brees with 181. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's a regular season, including playoffs, by the way. And, of course, Tom Brady announced his retirement. He said he had a thrilling ride. I'll put all the posts in the hoopla during the video. However, this video wasn't really much to it. It was just me admiring Tom Brady and his greatness. Telling you guys some information on what I think he will do outside of football and how I think the Buccaneers will do without him and what I think he can do to maybe close out his retirement by going to the Patriots for that one-day sort of contract thing. However, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. This was a short little video. Leave some video ideas in the comments. I'll be happy to do anything. I'll upload every day if you guys want me to. However, without further ado, I want you, whether you like, subscribe, whether you do anything, TikTok, audio podcasts, all those other things are in the description. Whether you like, subscribe, follow any of those, I wish that you stay loved and stay blessed. Without further ado, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Like a Lord of funky man, the lag finesse. Wanna be rappers, brag about already being